can definitely tell it's a labor of love on this project.
Oh, for sure. We've been working on the 396 engines for 26 years of my life. So.
You do all your own motor work?
Not quite anymore. I did for a long time, but now I have to rely a little bit on my brother-in-law Lance to help out some. But I do most of it.
Definitely helps figuring out some of the secrets when you got a guy like that involved. He's been around and the inner workings.
Well, I'm the only guy he won't tell the secrets to.
Well, there's definitely something there. Like I said, that car always works good, and it's always in the hunt. What's the funnest part about driving this car?
The funnest part is usually getting the launch right for me. Always has been. You feel the G-force. Usually the ride's a little bit more mundane by the time you plug it into fourth, but this one actually moves pretty good down there compared to some of the other stockers in the class.
So now in AA stick, what's your minimum weight?
3,055.
Is it pretty easy to get that to transfer? Does it work pretty good, or does it struggle with how's the weight distribution?
The weight distribution's good because a stock Corvette back in the 60s had 52% on the rear wheels with a small block, so they're around 50-50 cars from GM. So yeah, on paper everything looks good on a Corvette, but in practice it's a little more challenging than you might think.
Wasn't it the design of the suspension in these years, right? That's kind of the hard part.
Yeah, so they designed it with an IRS, independent rear suspension, so it never was designed at all for straight axle, and then that's where your problems start when you try to put a straight axle into the deal. So.
Yeah, it's definitely a cool car. You don't see a lot like them, so that's what it really stands out.
Yeah, it's been a good deal. I really like it. I like it more as the years have gone on than I did the first few, but no, it's a fun piece, no doubt about it.
So we're here at the Rock Falls race for the stick shootout. What are your thoughts? What's the air like today?
The air is pretty bad for this type of facility. It's we're in the 93, 95 degree area, and the barometric pressure is not too bad, just hovering right around 29, but quite a bit of humidity in the air, Midwest type stuff.
Well, it definitely seems, and I'm an auto guy, Bobby's the stick guy, but it seems like everybody's having a hard time getting down the track. Whose clutch do you use? What are you trying to chase there to make it work?
Well, you probably got a better chance of seeing my wife naked than me telling you about the clutch I run, but
she ran when she saw the camera, so that's not a very good chance.
No, but yeah, so when the track temperature gets this hot, it's hard for any stick car at any facility to do anything correctly. So it's just the nature of it. Even, once it's probably in the 130 degrees right now, I'm guessing, but once it hits about 140, it's really bad.
You're definitely one of the better ones for getting down the tracks we saw first round, so that's pretty cool to see. You definitely must have your hand on it.
Yeah, about quarter of a century of banging my head against the wall. That helps that.
Yeah, absolutely.
The track is different every time you turn the corner, and that's where the hard part is. So we'll see. I'm keeping it as conservative as I know how to. So.
Well, you're always in there, so you're doing it right.
Thanks.
Thanks for showing us.
Okay.